Welcome to Valley Children's Stadium, everyone, the home of the Fresno State Bulldogs. And for a team whose mantra is anytime, any place, anywhere, it's always good to be home. And these fans have shown out for the clash we have ahead of us. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see, the number 11 team in the country, the UCF Knights. The Knights will get us underway with the opening kickoff. And he's going to try to return this one. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. The Bulldogs return team will have that offense backed up. And here's the man they rally around, and he has earned that type of respect, David.
You dang right. You earn it by doing it, and he's done it at such a high level. Everyone believes in this young man, and Palmer, there's a reason why.
You're right, David. He's been in the big moments, and he's won the big games. This guy delivers when the game is on the line.
You keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
To the air. It's Keene. He makes the connection. Wrestled to the ground after picking up the first down.
Well, the defense dialed up the blitz. Quarterback knew he was going to get hit, but he also knew it was man coverage, so he found his best matchup. He got it out of his hands early, right before getting smacked, to get that completion.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He makes the grab. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Fresno State right back to the line. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got an open man. He threw that one with some serious heat. This senior quarterback doesn't need a lot of space to get it in there. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Grabbed in the backfield. It's battle. They pick up half of it. It'll be 2nd and 5.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple yards there.
They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
Yeah, and the running back didn't get much here, but, you know, you clearly want to always establish the tempo, run the football, be consistent, make that defense physically meet the challenge.
The 7th play of this opening drive, they'll need to move the chains on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Got it in the middle, it's Freeman. And oh, he was off to the races after the catch, and they finally drag him down. He might have expected to see this DB up in his receiver's kitchen. Instead, nice little zone, and they pick up the first.
Man, offenses are getting so good, Reese, at seeing the holes in the zone, knowing you're in zone, knowing where to sit down, how to make it an easy pitch and catch for the quarterback, and that's what it was on 3rd and short.
They'll try the run. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Hey, 5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at math, but that usually equals a first down every couple carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs.
You love as a head coach to watch your offense take the field and establish a rhythm and consistency the way they did there. Everything they dialed up was working to perfection. They go 10 plays on the opening drive and cap it off with a touchdown.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So the UCF Knights offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this game, David, what do you look for to make an impact from your leaders?
Your leaders not only have to lead the football team, but they got to step up and make plays on the field, keep everybody calm. These guys typically do a really good job of it.
Yeah, David, and they also generally set the tone for their respective football teams. Regardless of which side of the ball they play on, the teammates look towards them to step up in big games like this.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. Really important for a ranked team going into a hostile environment like this one, not to give the underdog reason to believe.
Yes, reason to believe, and don't give the fans reason to get jacked up and excited. Come out early, be in a business mode mindset.
You got to start fast. You got to have a sense of urgency. You cannot come sleepwalking into an environment like this, because if you do and you make some mistakes, this crowd will pounce on you and seize momentum.
He's going for the big play. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Back to work on 2nd and 10 from the 41 after that last incompletion. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And they got him for the sack.
This defense got a lot of people's attention last week when they had 3 sacks. You know, the offense was watching film and they saw all these pass rushers and their abilities. They thought they had a good plan, but it's not.
Going for the big play. And he hauls it in at the 25. Touchdown, UCF! And once he got loose, it was all over.
You know, sometimes as a play caller, you just don't have to overthink things. I've got a guy who's faster than your guys, and he's just going to run straight down the field. I'm going to throw it way down the field. He's going to make the catch, and we're going to score a touchdown, and that's pretty much what just happened there.
And we're all square as he's set to kick it away. And he's coming out of the end zone. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
It was a nice job in play calling too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Give to the back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Grabbed over the middle. It's battle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. Fresno State will have to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt and looking for daylight. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop, and now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll run this play from the pistol. They'll leave it with him. And the defense stops him just short of the first down. Maybe needed a few more chain links to move the sticks. Just this side of midfield, the defense trying to rise up on 3rd and short from the 49. They'll try to bully their way for the first. They were all over him. Nowhere to go as that 3rd down play turned into a disaster.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
On fourth down, trying to find his man. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
QB's got to be able to play on so many different levels. They got to read coverages, know the snap count, know what everybody's doing, and then does a great job at the end making something out of nothing, making a positive play, picking up a new set of downs.
And he breaks into the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. Going right back to the well, and this time he finds water. Gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. They'll give it to the back. Maybe picked up a couple as he gets it to the 14.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Running back searching for a hole. Not a lot of room there. Give him a couple to the 16. Pinned back in their own end, a 3rd and short from the 16. Back to pass, it's Keene. He's going to fire deep. What a catch along the right sideline as he makes a huge play. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat line. First down to start the drive after the break. Use the play fake, now to throw. Makes the grab, it's Anderson. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. And the Bulldogs are flying down the field. To the air on first down. He's right on target. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a first down. The Bulldogs come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From the red zone, he's going to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He's got it and still on his feet. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
When you're throwing these comeback routes, man, the timing has got to be so good between the two of them because you know the ball is going to be in the air a long time. You can't throw it late. It's going to get picked. That time, really nice job getting it out early, and the receiver doing a nice job on his route so that the ball was right on him as soon as he turned around.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Fresno State. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. These two defenses have had their heads spinning here in the first half, and now we might even see a little more scoring with this drive.
It's going back and forth. This is like two heavyweights just trading blows, David. What does this defense got to do to get a stop here?
I tell you what, man, when you're giving up points like this and you've got no momentum, you got to find somebody that can make a play to create something. And listen, if they're scoring.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. The Knights will punt this one away. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. First down here for the offense. They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man on the right. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
It's 1st and 10 for this offense from the 42. Out of the gun, the running back has it. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
This running back just doesn't go down easily. It's just difficult for defenses to get him on the ground. Not overly huge, but if I'm an offensive coordinator, I'm going to continue to find ways to feature him. And just, you know what? Let his talent do the rest.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
They get him down, but they'll mark it beyond the line to gain. It's first down, Fresno State. And here comes play number 6 of the drive. He'll keep it himself. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7.
Yeah, it's a nice job by this defense. Understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. Getting some heat. That pass is incomplete, and they might be fortunate it wasn't knocked free for a fumble. It'll be 3rd down.
Yeah, it fell incomplete because he did a great job of getting to the quarterback. He's in the pocket. Yeah, he's comfortable, but you get in there and you get a hit on him. Now he feels it, can't throw the football, can't follow through with his arm motion. Nice job by the defense.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. And that one sails through the back of the end zone.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Good right down the boulevard. And now they take the lead. They were able to get a field goal on the board, and now they'll kick it away. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. Little touch pass to the receiver. These little gains can start to add up as he gets it up to the 34. Second down coming up. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy. And he's able to get the tackle for loss.
They're setting up the screen. And they wrap him up, but not before he's got enough for the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
Lets it fly. And it falls incomplete, and the offense is lucky to have it. Defender right there almost had it in his grasp. After the quarterback and receiver failed to hook up, they'll try it again on 2nd down. From the gun, the running back looking for room.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting on this block, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. Pulls it in inside the 10. Touchdown, Knights. And once he found daylight, it was Katie bar the door, baby.
Yeah, and that's simple, but it's not easy. It's a go route. Like that receiver's streaking straight down the outside of the field, and my job as a quarterback is to put that ball up in the air, keep it away from the safety. He does just that. Receiver comes down with the catch. Nice pitch, nice catch, touchdown.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, let's get you up to speed on what's going down in this fun college football game today. TCU is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join former Heisman winner Davey O'Brien among the legends to wear that uniform. They're trailing by just 4 to Akron. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking for a man. It's Keene. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
Movement here from the tight end. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Looking to go up top on 1st down. Chunk it away just as he was hit. And it's incomplete, but the penalty flag has fallen in the holding zone. Let's see what the call is. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. That's not the way you'd like to start this set of downs. It's now 1st and 20. They'll go to the air. That pressure got to him, and he just had to chuck it out of bounds. Now on 2nd down after the incompletion. He's looking to throw. Gets it out quickly. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Man, those slot receivers nowadays, they're little water bugs, man. You can play touch football in an elevator to lose to these guys because they're so quick and so dynamic. Get open and catch the football.
Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long. The hand to the running back. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about.
Hold it.
They'll decline that penalty. Obviously very happy with results of the play. Fresno State will have to punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Now you find out just how much of a gunslinger you are. Will you roll the dice here late in the half, David?
And
He's going for it all. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on 1st down.
Well, the defender got his hand on that one, tipped it up in the air, and offense, man, they're lucky that one wasn't picked.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Pressure, gonna take a shot. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And I'm kind of surprised by this performance, man. The QB last week, you could tell, dude, he was in rhythm. He was good timing. You could tell the chemistry with receivers were good. And today, everything just looks off. And it looks hard. It looks difficult. They got to find a way to get back in the rhythm they were in last week.
This really has been a Jekyll and Hyde story for this quarterback. His last game out, he completed over 80% of his throws, but things just not going his way in this one. You've got to give the defense a ton of credit.
Into traffic, it's picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room. And he'll be brought down, and that's how we'll end the first half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Fresno State lined up to kick off and start this second half. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting touched. He's being productive, but give him some more time here in the second half.
I think you can do that, too, offensively, by maybe leaving your tight end in to help block, maybe chipping with running backs to help these tackles out on the edge, because you're right. That pocket has been shaky, and if it continues to be that way in the second half, this could be a much different-looking football game.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's not afraid to go deep. He's got it down the left. And he's running in the open. And the defense couldn't corral him, and he took it all the way. Touchdown, UCF!
Man, how hard is it to defend when you have a weapon like this at running back that can play wide receiver? You can design ways to get the football in his hand. Palmer, once you get it in his hands, he'll do the rest.
Yeah, no doubt. I mean, and oftentimes those are easier throws for quarterbacks. And these running backs, they're just naturally so good when they have the football out in space. Their vision, their creativity, their ability to make people miss. And this guy showed you right there, a difficult guy to stop now if you're this defense moving forward.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they finish with a huge play in the passing game, covering 75 yards to house it. Out of the end zone. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. Line gets set, first down. To throw, it's Keem. Fires to the middle. Finds a man on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43. Fresno State right back to the line.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
On second down, wants to throw. Got him downfield. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. He unleashed that one. Some serious spin rates, some revolutions on that one.
You want to talk about velocity? How about the arm talent this kid has? I love watching him throw these curl routes. He's in rhythm. He takes his steps, and, man, when he decides to pull the trigger, watch out.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver. Just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
He's going to pass. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Fresno State back to work with a fresh set of downs. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. And he's got his man on the sideline. He'll come up a little short of the first down. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. On the run, it's Battle. Strikes the blow. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone. First and goal, and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. They'll try to get it in with the run. He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, we know this defense is one that plays with a lot of pride, right? And part of that is their ability stopping the run. They're a top 25 unit in the nation when it comes to stopping the rush, and that really helps them out down here in the red zone. And they're going to have to step up big time in this situation.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Fresno State.
Wow, this offense, they have a lot of faith in this running back. Knowing if they get down into this area of the field, he can get it done and he can answer the bell. 2 rushing touchdowns already for this offense.
Looks as if he's going to run it. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're within a field goal. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. Offense getting set for first down. He's looking to pass. Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch down the right side. The expressway is wide open. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Knights.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball is thrown perfectly out in front. You can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Fresno State, 25.
And he's coming out of the end zone. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. The deficit here is just 10 points, David, so a chance to answer here.
Plenty of time left in this football game. No need to panic. This offense just has to put a couple drives together. And listen, the defense will get this back.
Can anyone catch him? And they were looking for a chunk play, and they got it. The explosive picks up more than 30.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Grabbed behind the line. It's Freeman. Makes the catch and knocked down.
Well, if you're going to get first downs against this defense, you're going to have to earn it. You're going to have to make people miss. This is an excellent tackling unit. You saw it on that last play.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Keene. Using the quick game.
It's so nice as a quarterback when you've got a guy like that working for you in the slot. He has such a good feel to find the open spaces in the defense. Just makes life so much easier for his quarterback.
On third down, he drops to throw. Couldn't find a man and just had to throw it away to avoid a negative play. And here comes the field goal unit. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. Never a doubt. Right down the middle. So the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away after putting up a field goal. Let's see what the defense can do. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. Leaves it with the running back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
At the 26-yard line.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. To the ground with the back. Out across the 30 mark, down at the 35 after the 10-yard gain.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
Power football with the run. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And he intercepts it. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
What a nice catch by the defensive back. Listen, a lot of times you see DBs get in position to make plays, but there's a reason they play DB and not wide receiver. Great job finishing the interception, catching the ball, making a big play.
Quickly complete. At the 35, he's got room. Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And how nice is it to have a playmaker like that I can get the ball out of my hands right to him and say, all right, dude, you got jets, you can fly, catch the slant, make some people miss, outrun some angles, and get all the way to the end zone.
All tied up and just about set to kick it away. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. One of the most valuable things a quarterback can have, David, short-term memory. Just forget that last pick.
You're dang right. Clear the mechanism. It's over, move it behind you. Some players can't do that real well, and it leads to more mistakes, Jesse. You got to just forget about it and move on.
And I think the coaching staff can help him too, David. I think he can get the running game going here and also give him...
And he is finding wide-open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
Well, the defense comes away with the pick there with their nickel personnel. I think moving forward, if you're on offense, when you see that personnel on the field, you want to run the ball against it because you got smaller guys.
A shot toward the end zone. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And the freshman just showed those great ball skills and snatched it right out of the air.
You know, free safeties, you think about hitters. You think about guys spinning down in the box, making tackles. You don't really think about coverage skills all the time, but this guy might change your mind a little bit.
Another interception. This guy just can't find his own players. Able to stay on his feet and get the ball to the 21-yard line.
He's just Johnny on the spot. Now his second interception of the game, doing a great job reading the quarterback's eyes. And he's just been in the right place at the right time making plays.
Well, this is just the type of field position this offense wants. Finds his man. It's Freeman. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. He looks that one in nicely. Defense coming through and knocking him down for a loss, and that'll be the end of the third period. We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here we go. The run up the middle, trying to find his way to the goal line. Works his way ahead for about 3. It's down at the 8.
And this offense trying to be physical inside the 5-yard line. I get it, but I tell you what, Palmer, this quarterback has earned some trust from me with the day he's had.
Yeah, right now he's thinking, put the game in my hands. I'm playing well, and I'm seeing the defense well. I see what they're doing from a coverage standpoint. Count on me to throw a touchdown here and help out our team.
Touchdown, Bulldogs! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
How about that? The second receiving touchdown of the ball game. Find ways to get your athletes the ball. They'll do the rest. That's number 2. They better start playing some better defense, and number 3 is coming soon.
About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The UCF offense back on the field, ready to go to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game.
Makes the grab on the right. Oh, look out. Touchdown, UCF. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. And the extra point was good, and we are all tied up in the fourth. Here comes the kickoff as we are all tied up in the fourth quarter. And they thought about a return, then thought better of it. They'll bring it out to the 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They'll put this one in play first snap of the drive from the 25. Defense trying to keep this offense from getting a line on who to block. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Keene. Quick strike complete. Nice pitch and catch there, and they'll have enough for the first down.
Let's not overcomplicate things. My guy is better than all of your guys. No matter how I give it to him, I'm I'm going to keep feeding. That's over 150 yards now. What a day for this wide receiver.
That's what you expect from a senior. Don't give them any extra yards. Great tackle there.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground. Take away that run game. Make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Give to the running back. Not a whole lot of progress made there on the short run.
Third down coming up.
Third and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on fourth down by what they call here. Feeling some heat. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone. They're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UCF has it once again. What do you think about that? Opening play of this drive comes from the 11. Going up top on first down. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Things just not going as easy for this guy as they did his last game out. Last time he completed over 70% of his throws. This week, though, defense taking some throws away. They've made some plays. He just hasn't been quite spot on with his accuracy. He's going to have to play better.
They'll throw again after the incompletion. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. 3rd and 10, still backed up inside their own 20. This drive hasn't really gotten started. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for it all. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. Touchdown, Knights! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
If I'm a play caller nowadays, man, I want more guys like this. Just versatility. You can see he can catch it out of the backfield like a wide receiver, or he can run it. Nice job catching the football with his hands, using his speed to do the rest and get into the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. He thought about bringing that out for a half second, but he'll take a knee and they'll bring it to the 25. Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. They'll put the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Freeman. Running toward the tape. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Fresno State. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Now the UCF offense ready to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. The give to the running back from the shotgun. They'll knock him down after a pickup of 1 to the 18.
Near the 18-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Going up top. Snags it down the right side. Open runway ahead. Touchdown, UCF! And they've moved out front here in the 4th.
UCF, number
And what nice play design. You get your speedster, you put him in the slot, usually get a better matchup, and then what do? You fade him towards that sideline, run a go. Nice ball thrown way out wide. He just runs underneath it, and just too much speed. Couldn't catch him. Gets in the end zone for 6.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. He's looking to throw it. Makes the catch. It's Freeman.
Yeah, you throw a little hitch route. Nice job getting the ball out of his hands quickly. Wide receiver, quarterback. Nice job being on the same page. Nice completion, nice catch.
That last completion has him set up, 2nd and short. Makes his connection. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. Didn't have much of a choice, just had to throw that one away. It'll be 4th down. Fresno State will have to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. He's got great speed. He's brought down, but a really solid effort to pick up every bit of yardage he could on the punt return. The offense likely to lean on the run to milk this clock. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Good pickup there as he gets the 1st down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
Yeah, you got to be impressed with this offense, man. 4th quarter, they've been money. Great job putting drives together. Nice play there as well, but this offense has saved their best for the last part of this football game when they needed it the most.
We have arrived at the 2-minute warning, a 1-possession game as this offense tries to hold on. Now across the 50 and at the 48-yard line, they'll have it 1st and 10. He wants to throw. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And he makes the catch inside the 15. They're able to keep him out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 2 after the big play in the passing game.
And that play is going to just ignite this offense. You got to take a shot. You want to be aggressive. What an individual effort here by the receiver hauling in that catch.
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A touchdown here on 3rd and goal really ratchets up the game pressure. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCF.
The defense stiffened on the last play. Now it's 3rd and goal again from the 2. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. That just never had a chance as they controlled the middle of the field and stopped him in the backfield on third down.
A really nice job by the defense, understanding the situation. You know they like to run the touch pass. Great job selling out, seeing it, bringing those guys right down, flying into space, getting the fast, speedy wide receiver on the ground. Nice third down stop.
It is good. And now the lead is even bigger.
You know, it's funny, in an age where there's so many college football analytics and everybody wants to go for it on fourth down, at the end of the day, it still comes down to managing the game. Good decision by the head coach here in the fourth quarter. By kicking that field goal, you've now made it a two-possession game. Your chances of winning this thing have now gone way up.
Fresno State takes over and the offense will go back to work. No time to feel sorry for yourself here, Jesse. There's still a chance, but you've got to get it going now.
No doubt. Two-possession game at this point, right, David? Not a lot of time left, so execution has to be at a premium here.
Yeah, and I probably want to go fast. I want to throw the football. I don't know how many possessions I got left. I got to make them all count.
He's brought down solid. Pick up a little bit short of the first down. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. And the offense just going to spike it here.
Third down coming up.
It's third down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. And he just throws it away on third down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that.
Third down and short, they choose to pass it. They got the whole playbook open because it's third and short. On their own side of the field, you could tell the QB wasn't going to make a mistake. He did not want to force the ball, make a bad decision. He throws the football away, lives to fight another down.
They'll try to pick up the first. Ball is loose. And the defense has got in there trying to pick up some yards. Touchdown Knights! The defense takes matters into their own hands. That one puts them in really good shape to get back on the right track and get another W. That one will put a little extra distance, give them a little cushion down the stretch.
And there was a little bit of hope, but you just snatched away with that touchdown. This game is now over.
They're lining up to kick it away, and that defense salivating after getting the scoop and score. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Fresno State offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over. This coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
It'll be third and short from their own 33. Back to throw. It's Keem. Finds his tight end.
All right, they get the completion. Don't get the first down. So we've got a massive decision now, 4th and inches. Personally, I like QB sneak. I think that picks it up right here. No matter where you are in the field, you can keep this drive going.
On 4th down, looking for the completion. Complete out of the backfield. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. When we get to the offseason and they start having coaching clinics, they're going to roll this game tape back to show both offenses.
Dial it up and let it run. I mean, that's essentially what we saw in this game. It didn't matter what either offensive coordinator was calling. Everything seemed to work through throwing the football in the intermediate passing game, the RPOs, the run game, David. This was just clinical offensive football.
And offenses have evolved so much. They can do so many different things, and they know how to use their playmakers, get speed and space, make those big plays. So that's why offenses are ahead of defenses in this game. It was no different.
That's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, our entire broadcast team, I'm Reese Davis.